Okay, alrighty. So then, the name's James IZ right here today, ladies and gentlemen. yeah, hell yeah, man. Word around town is that a clavicular fell right into the Greg Doucette trap. Bro, this internet stuff is really hilarious because I knew once a clavicular started blowing up, I knew that Greg Doucette was gonna be all over him making videos about him, and yet a clavicular fell right into his trap, and now this man Greg has probably made 30 different videos about him by now. I kind of want to peek inside the world of Greg Doucette right now through a clavicular, not through Greg Doucette himself, because I can't sit down and watch a Greg Doucette video longer than a minute. Okay, I can't stand him. I can't stand those videos. He finds a trending topic or person, and well, he just milks the fuck out of it. If that person responds to him, then he's gonna milk that shit too. I really, like, in the grand scheme of things, he's really just selling his snake oil and his programs to people. It's basically a giant video sales letter. Greg doesn't actually give a fuck about the topic.
Man, y'all need to stop me. I keep watching this car crash and I can't look away. We are back with...
Brother, did you really need to use AI to make this intro? Just show us the fucking stream clip and shut up.
And we're catching up with Clavicular, who's about to get a double jaw surgery. The things that this man is opening up to, it's just unbelievable. And so let's get right into it.
Because I knew...
Oh, he's being honest. He's unbelievable.
You know, your looks play into a role of, are you going to get hired, right? How people treat you, just in terms of how I was getting tipped.
How much does this not sound like a woman? And so I need
Dude, okay, yo, this guy who's...
Greg is right. I don't even care about your explanation. This man, Clav, is saying that because he looks better, he gets more tips as a waiter, which is what women do. It should only be waitresses. That kind of job should only be for women, okay? Again, this is like a positive of letting women in the workplace, right? It's because they take the boring, lame-ass jobs. Like, imagine being a fucking waiter in 2025. Go out there and actually work with your hands, bro. The f*** are you doing working for tips? Work in the coal mines, pussy. The f*** is wrong with you? Go hit the oil rig, nigga.
Having a talking point that's...
Shut up.
I would argue that Italian surgeons are better, but sometimes they won't do some of the more black-pilled, extreme movements.
Does this not remind you of Zac Efron? Was Zac Efron not already extremely attractive?
Zac Efron got botched with soft tissue modifications, filler, Botox, regular med spa shit that anyone could walk into.
If Clav does everything right here, he can actually make the same type of money, at least have the same net worth as Zac Efron, right? But like for Zac Efron, I mean, he probably grew up in Hollywood, so I mean, yeah, so like the pressure is on you to look better and everything, and well, yeah, the surgeries, it's probably gonna fuck you up. I mean, that goes for all aging celebrities, right? Who don't want to age and want to try as hard as they possibly can to keep their good looks. It's gonna turn the shit, okay?
Go and get hot dog lips. They start...
Who's that? You know, you're advocating for suboptimal surgery that I literally agree with you with.
If you're actually invested into this shit, go get a fucking life. I can't even watch this shit for any longer, honestly, but I'm gonna thug it out here. This is a chore to me, and this is your entertainment? Buddy, the fuck is wrong with you?
Greg asks him, why you taking retatrutide? And this dude says, dead serious. It down-regulates my sebaceous glands to make my nose smaller.
Huh?
How many people don't think that all of those people have body dysmorphia? It's when you look in the mirror and you don't like the reflection that you see back. I'm certainly not gay in saying that I think that this is a very attractive man, far above average. And he's 6'2" to boot. And yet he wants to get limb lengthening surgery and he needs more cheekbones.
He wants to get better, he wants to improve.
I don't even think that's real. That's just all talk and just a rage bait just to get everybody talking. I don't think he's actually gonna do that stuff. This man Clav, the perfect example of the halo effect, because if he was an ugly looking dude and he was talking like this, nobody would take him seriously. But because he actually does look attractive and he is a handsome fella, people are taking him seriously. When like he was blowing up, he was going on his collaboration tour with Aiden Ross, Sneeko, all types of other influencers and bullshit, right? The only reason that he got those collabs is they took him seriously was because he's actually an attractive dude.
9 or a 10. And so let's take the average.
Okay, but people don't know how to rate, do they, Greg? People have no fucking idea how to rate, and we've seen that across the board with, you know, those Jubilee video.
I'm sure this man Clav can break it down to a science, and to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. If I think somebody is a 4 out of 10, they're a 4 out of 10 in my eyes, Clav, okay? And that's all that matters. I don't care what's technically right or not.
People rate.
Fuck up. Shut up.
Of 100 people, I bet all of them are going to rate you as an 8, 9, or a 10. And so let's take the average. He's a 9. 99th percentile looks, it's not enough because women are hypergamous by nature. And so when they're with me...
How am I in 99th percentile? That doesn't even make any sense.
I mean, I'm only at the 99th percentile. What happened?
Okay, so the 99th percentile. He's 6'2", actually a handsome, jacked, right? He has been on steroids since the age of 14, to be fair, but he's an influencer and he's probably rich right now. So yeah, Clav, you're in the 99th percentile, bro.
Along and steal them from you. They were yours to begin with.
Who is making this claim? You will have no one to begin with, no one to be stolen unless you reach a certain looks criteria that is ever evolving. By the day, it's becoming...
Okay, so now they're talking about women. So this 19-year-old is trying to tell this 56-year-old man with no kids how women view men, and that like you have to look better each and every day or something. Like you just have to look better as you age, which isn't possible without the extreme levels of surgery here that he's about to perform on himself. So yeah, dude, this is actually fucking stupid. You people take this shit seriously? Like, who was on Clav's side here? I can tell that he's wrong about pretty much everything here because he's over explaining himself and decided to do like a reaction to everything, and like he's still responding to everything that Greg is saying. You could have just saved yourself the embarrassment by not saying anything at all.
Girl, and someone's able to come along and take them. Motherfuckers, unless you're, you know, certain fucking criteria.
If you're scared that someone can come along and take your girl and take your woman from you, you're with the wrong woman to begin with. It's not the dude's fault. You're with the wrong woman. Why does she have wandering eyes when she's with you? That's just disrespectful, and like you need to get rid of her anyways. If anything, she's doing you a favor by leaving you for someone else. The fuck? What are we talking about? And then it's like, bro, you just have to change your looks up and everything just to keep this bitch. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? I'm not doing all that shit just to keep a bitch.
Percentiles are left with nothing, right? Because everyone's extremely sexually promiscuous.
Not all women are extremely sexually promiscuous. Not
Really? Really? Is that true? Not all women are extremely sexually promiscuous? Well, you know, if we just looked at some data on, you know, the amount of women across the society who are virgins after the age of 21, I think you would be...
You can lose your virginity and still not be promiscuous. Like, you can have one sexual partner, like, in your life. Does that make you promiscuous? And it's like, this man wants to bring up statistics and stats and percentages and everything, and it's just, this whole this whole thing, everything here just kind of pisses me the fuck off, bro. And then it's like the dudes that talk about getting virgins and shit, not only are they coping, but they'll probably have the same belief systems as, like, a 14th century king, and they would marry a 15 to 16-year-old, which is very alarming, okay?
not all women are thoughts are 304s. Not
Wrong. You just have a different definition of what a 304 is than me, who's a little bit more logical. So anyone who's got one body, maybe to Coach Greg, that's not a 304.
Okay, dude. Okay, bro. All right, bro. I'm gonna skip this shit. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
I've been rated what's called a high tier normie, is what a lot of people say.
Clap's mom, yeah, great fucking correlation.
So the scale is low tier normie, mid tier normie, high tier normie, Chad light, and Chad.
what exactly is that? A normie high tier sounds but it's not quite a Chad, a Giga Chad, an Adam. What is going on?
Greg, you're too old for this shit, bro. That's your answer to all these questions here, Greg. You're just too fucking old for this shit, bro. And like, you know what? No, I actually respect the Greg Doucette method because it makes the big bucks, okay? This man is probably richer than your favorite streamers and YouTubers, okay?
If the surgery went wrong, if the surgery was botched, like what would happen? What's the worst case scenario?
Nothing.
The worst case scenario is an infection.
No, the worst case scenario is you could die. The second worst...
Okay, come on. The mortality rates of...
Cool,
I do
bro.
appreciate the tism in him. I'm really about the numbers and the stats. I mean, I'm spending like 4 hours looking at stats last night. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like the worst case scenario is you could die from steroid usage. What's the mortality rate of steroid?
Brother, you have a meth addiction on top of that. Shut up!
It's all these different numbers, and then it gets you what's called a harmony score, right? So you take all these...
No, I'm not wrong. Okay.
I'm not wrong. I'm just right all the time. I'm not wrong. I read the stats, okay?
Right.
I don't need a measurement, a ruler. I don't...
Well, what do you think that they're evaluating in that 0.1 seconds?
Last night I had a dream that Steve Will Do It's 30-year-old assistant interviewed the Prime Minister of Israel, and he had an upper deck in when he did it, and they were getting Cindy.
You could vaporize a fat dude's head off with a ray gun, and his first play would be to pull his shirt down.
Motherfuckers will be 30 or older just walking around in broad daylight. Ain't nobody trying to see that shit, bro.
Dude, I'm already over this shit, to be honest with you, bro. I just can't stand it, bro.
You know, souls essentially. So, and I'm aware of this, whereas I'm able to be a little bit more loving, you know, a little bit more realistic with the world. And
did you just say that you're more loving and realistic with the world? Dude, I'm not gonna sit here. I don't got all day, bro. They're not saying anything new here, bro. They're just going over red pill talking points and how, man, looks matter the most. Man, this and that. No, it doesn't. Blah, 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 blah. Just all this fucking talking. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can take away anything from this video, my advice to you is to just be jacked, stacked, look good as possible, get a haircut, I guess either trim up the beard or shave the beard off. I don't know. Or you know what? No, because I'm not somebody of authority to tell you what the fucking do with your goddamn life. You understand me? Do whatever the fuck you want to do with your life, bro. If you want to shave your entire body and go 2-3 years into Dagestan, do it. I don't even care, bro. If you want to get a face tattoo and be a gambling addict, do it. I don't even care at this point. Fuck you. I'm just playing around with you. Anyways, I'm James IZ. If you enjoyed today's video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out of here.